I'm going to talk to you today about having epiphanies and how quiet time is the way to do that. So an epiphany is a sudden and great revelation or realization. I guess it can be those moments where we solve a problem that we've been mulling over for weeks or months or years, when we come up with those life-changing ideas, we see something else in life that makes us change something in our lives, that can have a massive effect. And the reason I say quiet time, I mean, you might notice how people always talk about having an epiphany on the toilet or in the shower. And I guess that's the only quiet time they actually give themselves. So they're the times they happen. And I guess you can't force an epiphany, but you can create good conditions or the right conditions to experience more of them. And I think it all boils down to quiet time. Quiet time allows us to be observant, so we can observe the things that we like in our life, the things that we don't like in our life, the things we enjoy, the things we don't enjoy, reactions of other people, reactions of what we're doing, different patterns in our businesses or our life. And when we notice those things, we can start to get some insight about why things might be happening and what we could change. Listening, it's kind of impossible to listen if you're talking or thinking about something else or focusing on something else. So listening comes with quiet time, and often the solutions that we're looking for are right in front of us from the people around us if we would just shut the fuck up for a second and listen to what people are trying to say, and not just listen to the words, but actually take it on board and observe and think about that. And silence and quiet time is a really good way to do that. And the other thing quiet time gives us is a chance for our brain to rest. I tell you one way you're not going to have an epiphany, and that is if your brain is overloaded with, other things you've got to try and do, problems you've got to solve. If you're trying to force a solution, like how often do you're trying really hard to solve a problem, and then you just go, fuck it, too hard, let it go, and then immediately you come up with an idea. And that's because you're actually giving your brain a chance to rest, so you can come up with that idea. So rather than trying to force it, and then when you just can't do anymore, then you give that chance for your brain to rest. Actually create that space for yourself, create that space for your mind to just let it all go. And I guess also it's allowing yourself not to have the answers, and so rather than being shitty that you don't have the answer or you can't figure it out, just, it's cool, I don't have the answer, and that's okay. And that allows those epiphany moments to happen. And also accept that you're capable of having epiphanies. If you think or you believe that you need to do research and ask all the people and get all the advice from all the advisors and this and that and the other, and you can't come up with it yourself, it's going to be kind of impossible for you actually to do that. So believing that you can have epiphanies is a really big help into actually having them. And all of these things do come down to quiet time, to silence, and doing it in a nice place, going for a walk in nature. I like to hang out in my hammock, as you may well have noticed. I solve a lot of problems in my hammock, and I don't take the phone with me. I don't take anything with me most of the time. I will just go out and lie there, and sometimes I'll take a problem with me. So, all right, so here's my problem I've got to solve, letting it go, let me solve it. And I'll go just hang out, and sometimes it'll be really early in the morning and I'll watch the sunrise. Sometimes it's halfway through the day when I'm getting frustrated at everything, and just go spend some time in the hammock. And normally within 5 or 10 minutes, an idea comes to me. But it doesn't have to be a hammock. It can be, just hanging out on the couch, or go lie down, or just go sit at the beach, put your feet in the water, and let all of the thinking go away. Go talk to someone and stop talking about your problem and listen to what they have to say about it. And I guess there's other benefits of having that quiet time as well. There's actually studies done that it improves your memory, your brain growth, because it creates new cells, it relieves stress, and being silent actually enhances your awareness of your other senses. So like you see these meditation camps and things like that where you just shut up and you don't make eye contact, you don't read anything, you're just silent, and you start to notice other things with sight. You start to hear things you didn't hear before, and I guess that's a sense of awareness. That's some other things you can be observant of, to be able to see other perspectives, I guess, and have these epiphanies. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. My advice to you is shut the fuck up and go and have some quiet time. All right, I'm out. Bye.